What if everything around you, what you call reality, is not a reflection of truth, but a mirror of you? Today, I want to explore one of the most powerful realizations on the path of awakening. We do not perceive the world objectively. We perceive it through the lens of our own inner state. The quote often attributed to Anais Nin puts it simply, "We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are." And in this video, we're going to break that down, piece by piece, not as a philosophy, but as a spiritual key, because once you understand this, you will never look at reality the same way again. Most people assume their eyes, ears, and senses are simply windows to the world, but that's a myth. Imagine two people standing side by side. They both see the same sunset, hear the same music, walk the same city street, but one is overwhelmed with awe, and the other with indifference. Why? Because perception is not passive, it's constructed. What you see is filtered through your beliefs, your past traumas, your emotions, your cultural programming, your subconscious fears. The mind doesn't record reality like a camera. It interprets it like an editor. And depending on the lens you're wearing, you will perceive threat or opportunity, beauty or danger, love or rejection. And that lens, it's made of you. Let's go back to your childhood. You weren't born seeing the world with judgment, fear, or suspicion, but over time, you learned how to see. If love was inconsistent in your home, you may now interpret silence as rejection. If you were told to suppress your emotions, you might now see vulnerability as weakness. These are called emotional lenses. You don't even realize they're there because you've worn them for so long. You think they are your eyes. For example, a child who grows up being criticized learns to see the world as hostile. Even a neutral face might look like a disapproval. A raised voice feels like an attack. Their inner world projects defense onto everything. And what happens next? They behave as if the world is dangerous. And soon enough, people begin reacting to that fear. Thus, the lens becomes their reality. Emotions aren't just feelings. They are filters. Have you ever noticed how the world looks different when you're anxious? A simple task feels overwhelming. People seem cold. The future looks bleak. But on a day when you feel at peace, suddenly things feel possible. You're open, hopeful, loving. This is because emotion alters perception. And when you shift your emotional state, the world shifts with it. You don't need to change your life. You need to change the you who's looking at your life. As within, so without. The outer world is just a canvas. Your emotions are the light projecting the image. Carl Jung said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." This is projection, a defense mechanism of the unconscious mind. What you repress in yourself, you project onto others. If you suppress your anger, you see angry people everywhere. If you deny your worth, you see rejection in innocent moments. If you feel shame, the world looks judgmental. You're not reacting to reality. You're reacting to yourself, reflected back to you. Imagine walking through a hall of mirrors. Each interaction is a chance to meet a disowned part of yourself. But until you recognize this, you will try to change the mirrors instead of cleaning the lens. The world is not trying to hurt you. It's trying to show you something. This is where your power begins. If your perception shapes reality, then healing your world reshapes what you see. You no longer wait for peace. You become it. And suddenly, others feel safer around you. Your interactions become softer. Opportunities emerge that were invisible before. You begin to notice beauty you once overlooked. Synchronicities appear. People open up to you because your vibration changed, and so the world responded. The outer world mirrors your inner alchemy. This is not delusion. It's spiritual causality. You see what you are ready to see, and when you become love, compassion, forgiveness, you begin to witness it everywhere. Now let's make this practical. Next time you feel triggered, hurt, or judgmental, pause for a second. Ask yourself, what part of me is being reflected right now? What old wound is this showing me? What is this moment trying to teach me about myself? This simple pause shifts you from reacting to reflecting. And that's the beginning of self-awareness. Each moment becomes a mirror. Every person, a teacher. Every trigger, a doorway. You don't need to control the world. You just need to understand your own reflection within it. So the next time life feels unfair, chaotic, or painful, remember this. You do not see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. And that means the moment that you change yourself, everything else begins to change for you. If this resonated with you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone on their journey. And if you're doing the work of clearing your lens and becoming the truth you want to see, you're not alone. You're part of a greater awakening. Until next time, keep reflecting inward and shaping the world from the inside out. Thank you for watching.